Hey, I'm Asha Erningwali. I am student in Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute, batch 21, level 1. So I'll come with another session with the ChatGPT. Hi, hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm good. Day is going well. So today my topic is how to build a strong personal brand online.
That's a great topic. I'd love to help. Are you thinking more along the lines of social media presence, personal website, or maybe a mix of different strategies?
Um, on social media platforms.
Perfect. Social media is such a powerful tool. So, what kind of personal brand are you aiming for? Like a professional, creative, or maybe a niche expertise? I can tailor the questions or tips based on that.
Like a professional brand, like if someone starts some brand, like if someone start cosmetic brands or cloth brand, so how they can start and grow in it fastly and earn income and lot of profit.
Got it. So, a professional brand in something like clothing or cosmetics needs a solid mix of strategy and consistency. You could start by defining your niche, making sure your visuals and messaging are super clear, and then engage with your audience regularly. We can break it down step by step if you like. Just let me know.
Yeah, just tell me, just I'll give you an example and you tell me how can we start it.
Absolutely. Just go ahead and give me the example, like the kind of brand or product you have in mind, and I'll walk you through the initial steps to get it started.
Yeah, if someone has started the brand of clothes.
Perfect. So if you're starting a clothing brand, first you'll want to define your style and target audience, like who are your clothes for? Then create a strong visual identity, logos, color palettes, and a cohesive look across all your posts. After that, set up your social media profiles, Instagram, TikTok, maybe Pinterest, and consistently post high quality content, styling tips, behind the scenes, and customer testimonials. And of course, we can talk about partnerships or ads to speed up growth.
Yeah. So tell me, what does a strong personal brand actually mean in today's digital landscape?
That's a great question. A strong personal brand today is really about trust and recognition. It means people know what you stand for, they recognize your style or expertise, and they feel a connection to you. So it's not just about being visible, it's about being consistent, authentic, and valuable to your audience.
Yeah. So how can someone identify their unique proposition in a crowded online space?
Ooh, that's a really key step. I'd say start by getting really clear on your personal story, what makes you different from others in your niche. Then look at your audience's pain points, what gaps or needs are being met. Once you connect those two, your unique perspective and their needs, you can craft a clear, distinct message that really stands out.
Yeah. So why is clarity of purpose more important than visibility when building a personal brand?
Yeah, that's a really important point. I mean, clarity of purpose acts like a compass. It keeps you focused and ensures every action you take aligns with your bigger goals. If you have clarity, your audience knows exactly what you stand for. So even if you're not everywhere at once, the people who connect with you are going to stick around. Visibility is great, but without a clear purpose, it's easy to get lost.
Okay, so how do personal values influence the long-term success of an online brand?
Ooh, that's a great connection. So personal values really anchor your brand. They give it a foundation of trust and integrity. When your audience sees you staying true to those values over time, they start to see you as reliable, and that loyalty leads to long-term success. So it's not just a quick win; it builds a lasting reputation.
Yeah. So why your voice is going interrupted so much? Yeah. So tell me, how can you position yourself as an authority without years of experience?
Yeah, that's a really common challenge. You can do it by sharing valuable insights consistently, like through thought leadership posts, practical tips, or even case studies. You can also partner with other experts to build credibility. And don't forget being transparent about your journey, like the lessons you're learning, can actually make you more relatable and trusted early on.
Yeah. So tell me, what is the difference between personal branding and self promotion, and where should do you draw the line? What is the difference between personal branding and self promotion, and where should you draw the line? Hey, hey, between personal branding and self promotion, and where should you draw the line?
Ah, that's a really important distinction. Personal branding is about consistently sharing your values, expertise, and personality so people recognize and trust you. Self promotion, on the other hand, can come off as just bragging or pushing yourself without value. The line is drawn when you focus on look at me and more on here's how I can help you, always centering on your audience's needs.
So, what content strategy works best for building trust rather than just gaining followers?
Yeah, great point. The best content strategy for trust is all about value and consistency. So share educational content, real life examples, and behind the scenes glimpses. Engage authentically by answering questions and sparking conversations. And importantly, be patient. Trust builds over time, not overnight.
Yeah. So, tell me, how can storytelling be used to create emotional connection with your audience?
Oh, absolutely. Storytelling is such a powerful tool. When you share personal experiences, challenges you've overcome, or even how your brand impacts real people, it makes your audience feel seen and understood. So, by weaving your values and mission into these narratives, you invite people to connect on a deeper emotional level.
Yeah, so tell me how do you evolve your brand without losing your existing audience?
That's a really delicate balance. The key is gradual evolution. So introduce new directions in small steps while still staying anchored to your core values. Keep your audience in the loop, ask for their feedback, share your vision, and ensure that the new offerings still align with their interests. That way they grow with you, not away from you.
Yeah. So, what psychological triggers make audience trust and follow a personal brand?
Yeah, that's a great question. Some of the biggest triggers are things like consistency. So when people see you show up reliably, it builds trust. Authenticity, because people connect to real, vulnerable stories. And social proof, like testimonials or other people endorsing you. When you combine those, it really reinforces trust and makes people want to follow along.
Yeah, and how do you choose the right platform like LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube based on your brand goals?
Yeah, that's all about knowing where your audience hangs out. So if you're aiming for a professional network, LinkedIn is great. For a visually driven brand, Instagram might be ideal. YouTube works really well if you can provide longer, deeper value through video. So pick the platform that aligns with both your content style and where your ideal audience is already spending time.
Yeah. So, what systems can help maintain consistency in content creation without burnout?
Yeah, that's super important. You can set up a content calendar to plan your posts in advance, batch your content so you create a bunch at once, and then use scheduling tools like Buffer or Later. Also, set aside time for breaks so you recharge, so you don't fall into that burnout trap.
So, tell me, how do you balance quality versus quantity when trying to grow your online presence?
Yeah, that's a really delicate balance. I'd say focus first on quality. Make sure every piece really serves your audience, provides value, and aligns with your brand voice. Once you have that foundation, you can be strategic about how often you post. So it's not just about pumping out content, but ensuring every post drives real engagement and connection.
Yeah. So, how can a personal brand be monetized without damaging trust and authenticity?
Yeah, that's a really crucial balance to strike. The key is to stay aligned with your values. So only promote products or partnerships that you truly believe in and that benefit your audience. You can also be super transparent, like disclose any sponsorships or affiliate links openly. That way you keep trust intact because people know you're being upfront and you're only offering things that genuinely serve them.
Yeah. So how can a personal brand be monetized without damaging sorry, in the age of AI and automation, what will make a human personally brand truly irreplaceable?
Ooh, that's a really powerful point. I think what makes a human personal brand stand out is that emotional depth, your empathy, your lived experiences, and your ability to connect on a personal level. So even as AI takes over tasks, people will still crave that unique human perspective, the storytelling and the trust that only a real person can build.
Okay, so isn't make any like difference between like when we start brand online and offline? So how we can take it both?
Yeah, definitely. So online branding is all about reach. It's scalable, visual, and data driven, so you can fine tune it. Offline branding, though, is super tactile and personal. Think pop up shops, events, or in person networking. To integrate both, you can keep your brand visuals and messaging consistent across both spaces. Like if you have a physical store, mirror that same look and feel online, and vice versa. That creates a seamless brand experience.
Yeah. So if two people have started their brand online, one is going to be grown really faster and they take more benefits and more audience grab him. But another person doesn't grow so fastly or doesn't like do any doesn't have any too much growth. So what's the difference between and when we start the brand, so how we can reach more growth?
Yeah, great observation. So often the difference is really strategy and consistency. The person who grows faster is probably more intentional. They know their audience, they invest in ads, they post consistently, and they engage deeply. To get more growth, you really want to focus on knowing your niche inside out, experimenting with different content formats, and really nurturing that audience relationship so they keep coming back.
You think if we invest on ads it gonna be helpful? Some people have mind when he or she or when they start something, in starting they don't want to invest on anything. So how you should take it and what should advice you should give to him or her? Isn't invest on ads? Isn't it helpful, or isn't a person who do their hard work on their own? So how you can take it and what advice you should do to the people?
Yeah, that's a really common dilemma. I'd say in the beginning, if you can't invest in ads, focus heavily on organic growth. So, really double down on valuable content, collaborations, and engagement. But I would also say keep a small ad budget in mind once you start seeing a bit of traction, because even a small investment can amplify your reach. So, it's all about balance. Start lean, but stay open to scaling if you can.
Okay, thank you so much. It would be a great conversation with you. Next time I'll come with another session.
Of course, I'm really glad this was helpful. Yeah, whenever you're ready for the next session, just reach out and we'll dive right back in. Take care.
Take care too.